Good evening. What's up, black people, black man, black woman? Here with another video tonight. Just trying to drop something that you can use. Of course, I'm coming out of Gary, Indiana. Yo, check this out. This video here is my salute, my recognition of the grandparents in this country, the black grandparents, the melanated grandparents. What would you do without the grandparents taking up the slack for the mistakes that you young people be making out here? You know, I can relate to a whole lot of grandparents out here. You know, we love the grandchildren. We're glad that they're here. But a lot of you bringing these children here when you're not even ready to have them. And who's taking up the slack? Grandpa and grandma. I know a whole lot of young women and young dudes that got all these kids out here. These young women got these kids. Now when a guy, when he have a child, you dig, it's not coming home. More than likely, he have to have a DNA test. Because you don't know how many dudes that she been sleeping around with. You understand? But with the daughters, that's your child. That's your grandson and that's your granddaughter. Because that's the baby. You don't give a damn really who the baby daddy is. You know, because you're going to take up the slack. But the point of this video is, you need to start respecting the elders. You need to start respecting your parents. You know, a lot of you young women, you have this mentality that, oh, I can have a baby. Oh, I made a mistake. But you know that grandpa, you know, he gonna fall in love with that grandbaby. Grandmama gonna fall in love with that grandbaby. But then you still want to run your ragged ass out into the streets. I've seen it. I see it every day. You can be too young to be wifing up, you know, or getting married to some guy or some woman, and you at the tender age of 22 and 23. There's nothing wrong with getting married at an early age, because I believe in marriage. I believe in the institution of marriage. But you have to understand, there's a whole lot of distractions. You have people telling you that's got these expensive educations. Let's say, for instance, divorce court. Lynn told her she a fine motherfucker, but she on some bullshit. You know, she always telling you women that you're not ready to get married. You're not ready to settle down. And that's my problem. That's my problem with this generation. You want to be mothers and fathers, but you're not even ready to stop hanging in the club. And you brothers, you having these babies, but you still that, quote unquote, you that player. Motherfucker, you can't be no player and no father at the same time. That's like serving two masters. You either a father or you a player. Pick one. And if that child here, there is no picking. You a father. In the same way with you ladies out here. You know, you dropping these babies by these dudes. They telling you anything, you know, whispering in your ear. You know, I'm not going to say so much as some of the women or the young women that's got fathers, because the father going to tell you straight up, look, don't you be bringing no babies in this house, and don't you be having no baby by this thug ass nigga right here. And that's real talk. You know, and as parents, you know, especially with these young women out here, these young women out here is just off the chain. And you sisters, you know I'm right. Y'all here fighting in the streets, sleeping around, then you drop the baby. Who you come running to? Mom and dad. Mom and dad. And of course, as it should be, That's why this video is my salute, my love and props to the grandparents of the black community. Because if it wasn't for the grandparents of this community, these young people having these babies would be abused, or they would go to Planned Parenthood, using that as a goddamn birth control pill. Who's buying the kids school clothes? Who's making sure they have gifts for Christmas? Although I don't believe in Christmas. But that's another story right there. But who's taking up the slack? Who's paying the rent on your apartment? Who's paying your phone bill when you don't have it? The almighty grandmama and the almighty grandpa. Shit. A grandmother at this age, when you're in your 50s and your children is grown or whatnot, hell, this is the time to take that cruise, or you and your wife, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time to redo the house and make that bedroom into a damn den. But you can't even do that no more. You know, and I understand with the economy, that it's very hard for a child, even though they're in college, to basically be on their own. You know what I'm saying? I can understand that. But for you young people that's not going to college, or and you want to sample life, there's nothing wrong with being that player. There's nothing wrong with being, that hoochie mama or whatever. Just don't be dropping them babies on the grandmama or the grandpa. 30 years at the job, I done raised you, sent you to school, or you decide not to go to school, and here you come dropping a baby. And of course I'm gonna be like, come on home, baby. Fuck that nigga. We don't need him. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. That's how it goes. But I'm just tired of seeing it. I'm tired of seeing it. I've got so many people I know they done raised their kids. Now they raising some grandkids. And then them grandkids turn out to be better with the grandparents than they do with their own parent. So this is my salute to the grandparents in the black community. Much love, grandpa. Much love, grandma. We got to do what we got to do. We got to do what we have to do as men and as women. But you young people, I'm telling you, you destroying the community. You destroying yourself. But you don't want nobody to tell you nothing because you know everything. And I'm talking about that 36 on down. Penitentiary, the dope game, the rap game. Everybody want to be a rapper. Everybody's a music producer. Everybody's a promoter. Where the doctors at? Where the lawyers at? Is many niggas catching these bogus ass cases? Shoot. And every doctor I see is either African or motherfucking Hindu. I don't trust them working on my body, touching me. So with the grandparents, this is my message to you. Hey, if her parents or his parents ain't doing what they supposed to do, then you take custody of that child and you make sure you listen to one of my videos and you teach them children, hey, look, there's more to life than being a goddamn stripper or a goddamn dope dealer or a rapper, music producer, athlete, all of that nonchalant ass shit. This is my salute to the grandparents, because I would be one. I love the babies. They so very, very innocent. They very innocent. They didn't ask to be here. And this culture of you having children because it's about the money. You have 3 and 4 kids either for the welfare or for that tax break, that $1,200 tax credit that you get for the child. Then you get them thousands of dollars and you don't do a damn thing with it, women. You don't do a damn thing with it. Your hair, you might buy a car. Get that goddamn weave out your head. Take off them damn nails. Shoot. Your grandparents, you got my love and you got my support. And this is for you. This is for you. Because these children, these babies out here wouldn't have nothing if it wasn't for us. Nothing. Nothing. This is the real deal out of the city of Gary, Indiana. And if you like this video, subscribe, share it, like it. But my salute, much love to the grandparents in the black community. Peace.